and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Evan Mobley.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been increasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Cunningham. Ewing is out there with West, and it's Coleman in at the 4 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Robinson is out there with Mobley. Then there's Hill. Then it's Majerle. And it's Cousy in at the point. Going inside. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Hill with it. Mobley, a screen on Cunningham. Hill kicks to Majerle. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Marley's got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves. West outside. To the inside. Ewing. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
So here is West. David Robinson making his last shot.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Timberwolves on defense. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 5. Here's West. Rebound, Minnesota. And so just over a minute and a half played. And Hill has it in the corner. Pass to Majerle. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Ewing. The 76ers off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Quickly, let's look at the numbers for Evan Mobley. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Chenier. He had 15 points last outing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's West. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Now, here is Robinson. He had 15 points last outing.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
No good on that one. As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball, start blocking out any and all noise.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader. Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Pass to Chenier. Ewing, a screen on Marley. 5 on the clock. Chenier, the pass to Cunningham.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Patrick Ewing.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
The 76ers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Booker.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
West passes to Cunningham. Inside, here's Smits. Over Robinson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Timberwolves leading by 7. Marley dishes to Booker. Mobley outside. Pass to Hill. Robinson sets a screen for Hill. The offensive rebound. The shot's good. Robinson's got his second basket.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Here's Coleman. Nothing on the board. Here's Cunningham. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Back to Booker. West with the steal. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Marley. A kick out to Mobley. Minnesota again turning it over. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the 76ers. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. Popey's checked in for the Timberwolves. Lever's checked in for Philadelphia. Now West. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Cunningham. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Hill. Robinson a screen on Lever. And he banks in the layup.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Lever. 9-point game his last outing. West outside. There's a good screen. To the paint. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Hill. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Booker. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas. Cunningham right side. And it's Smith's missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And Booker kicks to Mobley. Timberwolves passing it around. This one for 3. They get it again. And the basket by Hill.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Timeout called the 76ers. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
The 76ers trail by 11. Now here's West. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Bucket is good.
Yeah, I'd say a pretty good plan to get the ball to Coleman on that low block. It takes some very physical defense to contain him, and sometimes even that's not enough.
A nice shot by Booker.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Van Arsdale. Here's Coleman. And David Robinson pulls it down.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Van Arsdale. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Coleman gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Booker against West. Booker in the post. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Six on the shot clock. Launches a three, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
West outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. West has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Philadelphia. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Down low. Oh, that's blocked. Booker outside. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 7.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
Pass to Van Arsdale. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Here's West. Robinson with the block.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Robinson sets a screen for Booker, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ilgauskas is checked in. Cassell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 12. Ball's knocked loose. Lever with the steal. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. Here's Van Arsdale. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Robinson a screen on Cassell. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Van Arsdale, good.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
There's the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right wing, and stolen by Booker, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Minnesota leading by 10. Steps back and fires. And that one hits back iron.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Lever. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got Ilgauskas on the floor. Devin Booker out there with Pope. And it's Gugliotta in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Cousy. Hasn't made one yet. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker sinks the three.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Pass to Smits. Here's Van Arsdale. Here's Cousy. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Cousy's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's Cassell following the bucket by the Timberwolves. They need this, and he connects with the jumper. Cassell's got his first basket of the night. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cousy passes to Gugliotta. Now, here's Ilgauskas. Pass to Gugliotta. Clock at 6. That one, no good. Cunningham with some nice D. Here's Lever. Good D by Booker.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Ilgauskas, the pass to Gugliotta. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Ilgauskas. And it's Smith with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 13. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. That one misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Booker.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Cassell, the pass to Lever. Pass to Cassell. Booker against Lever. Here's Cassell. The 3. Gugliotta grabs the board. Gugliotta's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Booker the pass to Cousy. The 19-foot shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Smits has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Cassell. He had 13 points in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Over Cousy. The 76ers with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 15 to the middle. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Cassell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Lever passes to Cassell. Over Cousy. The 76ers with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Cassell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Ilgauskas. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GMs.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
First free throw is good. Robinson's checked in for Minnesota. Majerle comes in for Pope. Good on both. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Just 2 to shoot. No good from Booker. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Mavericks.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Hill, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Philadelphia also making a switch. West is checked in. Now, here's Cunningham. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Minnesota leading by 13. Pass to Marley. Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And so Booker will bring it up for Minnesota. Over West. The 19-footer is on the money. Booker's got 14.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
West passes to Chenier. Here's Ewing. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Timberwolves have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. For Minnesota, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the 76ers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. You take a look at Ewing. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
The 76ers trail by 18. Ewing sets a screen for Lever. Ewing can't get it to go.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. A three from Marley. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Chenier. Still scoreless. No good that time. Hill with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 20. Booker with no one around. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his third assist on the night.
He got a three to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Now here's West. And Ewing slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Marley. Back to Booker. Robinson on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Patrick Ewing.
Love how physical Robinson is, using that size and strength to just put the defense in a difficult spot there.
For Minnesota, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. First one falls for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Ilgauskas is checked in. Robinson hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
To the inside. Stolen by Robinson. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Here's Booker. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Booker. 17 points in the game. Here's Robinson. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
Davis with a screen on Hill. Here's Van Arsdale. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Ilgauskas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hill, no good. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, and Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
A free throw drops for Butler. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Mobley, he's checked in for Ilgauskas. And it's Pope in for Booker. The 76ers making a switch here. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunity, get to the line.
Mobley with the bounce pass. It's stolen by Cunningham. One-on-one fast break. Another miss by Philadelphia. Minnesota leading by 21. A three from Marley. And Chenier pulls it down.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
West against Hill. From 17 feet out. And it's West missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Robinson a screen on West. Outside Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. They get the rebound. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to West. Here's Coleman. Guarded by Robinson. And stolen by Mobley. Here we go, one-on-one. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Robinson. And it's 8 points for Hill.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now here's West. Here's Butler. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
West passes to Cunningham. 76ers moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Pope. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. West against Booker. 12 seconds left in the first half of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Mobley sets the pick for Booker. The long distance 3 is buried. Booker's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. This rookie race starting to go from a trot to a gallop, or maybe more like a canter for you equestrian and dressage fans out there.
Wait, what's dressage?
Well, it's sort of like figure skating, Shaq, but with a horse. I'd love to see you try that, man.
Stop lying, Kenny. You're making this up. First off, how do we even get ice skates on a horse?
No, that's not what I mean. You never mind.
Well, that's what you just said. Ice skates on a horse.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Timberwolves.
On the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
They're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And Minnesota has possession. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got West. Ewing is out there with Cunningham. And it's Coleman in at the power forward position. And the shot goes in. Hill's got 10 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Here's Coleman. Here's Cunningham. No good with the wing jumper. Cunningham's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to Marley. Here's Cousy. Back to Marley. It's stolen by West. Now the 76ers on the break. Mobley with the block.
And that's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim.
Here's Cunningham. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Chenier, the pass to West. Cunningham outside. Pass to Chenier. 6 to shoot. Over Marley. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's rock-solid defense on a really good score.
Here's Cousy, defended by West. Hill against Cunningham. Hill inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Free throw drops for Hill. So he gets them both. Philadelphia with the ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cunningham passes to Chenier. The screen from Ewing. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Ewing. It's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Now on the court is your action pass art squad. Get on the middle. Now on the court is your action pass art squad. Get on the middle.
Some stats here for West. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up, averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Now here is Hill. 14 points for him. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Mobley. To the paint. And it's Hill with the jam.
And making it look easy right now. When Hill finds his rhythm, well, he keeps in attack mode.
Here's the screen. Here's Coleman. Covered by Mobley. Back to West. To the middle. Here's Cunningham. Minnesota with the rebound. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now here's Ewing. 6 points for him. West outside. 9 feet out. Ewing's shot is good. Ewing's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Pass to Marley. There's a screen by Robinson. Inside. Stolen by Ewing. And here is West. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Robinson pulls it in.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't happened.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Here's Chenier. Still yet to score. West outside. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Chenier. Over Marley. Chenier's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Now Marley. West with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. West has got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Timberwolves shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Cousy passes to Hill. Robinson a screen on Cunningham. Stolen by Ewing. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Guys, back to you.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Timeout called the 76ers. Here for the Timberwolves. The 76ers also with a sub. Levers checked in. And here's Ewing. He's got 8. Here's Coleman. Gugliotta grabs the board. Gugliotta's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside, Ilgauskas, and the jam by Ilgauskas.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
Pass to Coleman. Over to the wing. Throws it up high.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now Ilgauskas. Ewing defending. Here's Booker. Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Booker against Lever. Pass to West. Here's Coleman. Ewing sets a screen for Cunningham. It's Ewing that time on the assist by Cunningham. 10 points for Patrick Ewing.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
For 3, Booker drains it from beyond the arc.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Outside Lever. Back to West. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. Good D by Booker. Pass to Ilgauskas, and the jam by Ilgauskas.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Cunningham looking around. Ewing a screen on Booker. Here's West. The rebound by Ilgauskas.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Lever dishes to West. Cunningham finds Lever. There's the pick. Here's Coleman. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gugliotta's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Pope. Booker outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Now, here's Lever. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Cunningham kicks to Lever. Ewing sets a screen for Lever. The 76ers again can't hit it. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Back to Booker. Pass to Ilgauskas. Out to Smith from the arc. No good. 76ers shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. West passes to Coleman. They set the pick to the paint to end the cold streak.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And Minnesota has possession. Booker outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. And that one, good. Ilgauskas has got 6 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And that one drops for him.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Here's Booker. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Ewing's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Smith against Lever. Pass to Ewing, and it's blocked. Smith outside from downtown, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Philadelphia shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Devin Booker out there with George. Then there's Ilgauskas. That's Houdini. And it's Gugliotta in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Booker. Here's Pope. No good on the 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Pope. George passes to Booker. George sets a screen for Booker. The shot's good on the assist by George. Booker's got 29 in the game.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Here's Ewing. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
George against Lever. Here's Gugliotta. Down low. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jamaal Murray and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And they are looking at a ton of road games in the next stretch, but this team shouldn't fear the idea of it. They've been more than capable of getting wins on the road, and I wouldn't expect anything less on this trip.
And he knocks down the first one. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And no doubt the size of Ilgauskas can be intimidating. He is a huge player with a surprisingly soft touch.
Booker the pass to Gugliotta. Here's Pope. Here's Gugliotta. Over Butler. Gugliotta's shot is good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Ewing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Van Horn, the pass to Booker. Here's Gugliotta. Defended by Butler. Back to Booker. Booker draws the double. And it's good. 2 points. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Chenier. Lever with it. Here's Chenier. A 3-ball. Gugliotta grabs the board. Gugliotta's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Booker kicks to Pope. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Lever has the open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. The Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. There's the screen. And there's the drive. And it's Pope missing. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Booker's got 33 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And here's Ewing, covered by Ilgauskas. The 9-foot shot. And it's off the back rim, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Ilgauskas a screen on Butler. Gugliotta passes to Ilgauskas. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Chenier to the middle, looking for Ewing. He gets it there. And Ewing slams it in.
And one reason why Ewing is not only an all-star talent, but a Hall of Fame talent. Awesome at getting to his spots and then capitalizing.
Lever, that's good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Booker over Lever. Booker, no good. Here's Chenier. Inside, and stolen by Ilgauskas. Now Booker. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Now, here's Lever. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Ewing a screen on Booker. Here's Lever. Yep, that one goes. Lever's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Pope. Booker outside. Ilgauskas a screen on Lever. Booker with it. He's picked up by Lever. There's the triple. Booker, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Pope after the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Booker. Trying to get something going, and he drops that one in. Booker's got 35.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
At the elbow, Ewing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Ilgauskas. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And that one misses. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
And he can't hit the second. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Booker's got 17 points here in the second half. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Cunningham outside. Reeves against Ewing. Over Reeves. A nice shot by Ewing.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Reeves with the screen for Booker. Takes it inside. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Reeves. Reeves has got his first points in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's West. Ewing the pass to Coleman. Gugliotta grabs the board.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Pope. Booker outside for the three. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to West. Here's Chenier. 76ers moving the ball around. West outside. Here's Ewing. Good work defensively by Reeves. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Booker outside. To the middle, stolen by Ewing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Chenier. Pass to West. Here's Chenier. Looking for Ewing, he gets it there. Over Reeves. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Well, Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Chenier. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Second shot opportunity. Misses there. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Devin Booker.